My father was for me is like, he was, first of all, was my father. Second, he was my coach. And we spent all my life, I spent time with him. Even when we was on training camp, like, you know, I was like at home, at the gym, like everywhere. I was with my father. And he was like my friend, you know, it was like very, very close relationship with him, you know, and the father was like everything for me.
He was in the military, and he was very much a disciplinarian. When you study kind of what his background was his style of father, relationship with you, was he a friend from the beginning, or was he first trying to discipline you, turn you into a man, and then became a father-son friendship? Like, was he a guy that would say, "I love you, son"? You know, would he kiss you on the cheek, or would he kiss you on the head? Was he like that kind of a father? Was a lot of discipline?
It's like in our culture, it's very hard to hear from father, "Oh, I love you." It's very hard. It's because it's our culture, but we show our kids, "We love you." It's like I talk about when I was like 15, 16. It's like I say, like before, it's like a lot of people joke with me. It's like love make your heart weak. It was like 15, 16. Before that, I was thinking like, this guy pushed me too much, you know, it's like too much training, this, wrestling with the bears, like animals, like doing all this stuff. And I was competing in all sports, amateur, you know, like freestyle wrestling, Greco-Roman, grappling, like combat sambo. Like I was competing in everywhere, like judo. And like when I become like 15, 16, I become like very close with father. I realized like his system, I understand what he wants from me. I understand like everything, and we become like very close. And like 15, 16, I realized there is no freedom speech between you and your parents.
There is no freedom of speech.
No freedom of speech.
And what were some of the values you picked up from him? Meaning, like, was there a set schedule? Was there like, you know, you got to do this, you got to be respectful, you got to train? What were some values? Because it's very obvious when I watch you, or even in interviews, or even the way you fought Conor, which we'll get into here in a minute, it's extremely obvious there is a couple things no one can disrespect with you, whether it's your faith and your father. In order to have that kind of loyalty, everybody has it, but to have it the level that you have it, there's got to be a certain level of admiration. What were some things your dad taught you that stuck with you at a young age?
For me, it's all about numbers. You know, I have to do most of them, like all things, like on time. Like you have to wake up on like 6, 7, you have to train. After you come home, breakfast, go school, come back, do homework, train, come back, eat, sleep, repeat. It's like this. You know, like a lot of people think like to become world champion, to become the best in the world, it's not easy things. You know, you have to be like you have to be focused on all your life. It's like, it's about sacrifice, like about 30 years. Like next month I'm gonna be like 35. I find myself on mats when I was like 3, 4, I don't remember. Number one things, it was respect. You have to respect gym, you have to respect coaches, you have to respect your sparring partners, you have to respect all people. You cannot fight in the street because you know how to hurt people. It was like all about respect, you know. And when somebody tried to like bully me or disrespect me, and this is not good idea, I think.